Hi. Currently, my workout plan has been 3 days a week. Um, During the college season, when I'm coaching more, I might drop to two, but either way, it's been 3 days a week, pretty evenly spaced out with full body. And as I've been working out more, my numbers have gone up. That has kind of become the recovery for each workout has been a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. So where there's times where it's like, 3 to 5 minutes between sets for various muscle groups, and also with uh, certain lifts, there's a warm up required to go from uh, the beginning of. You can't just go in your set, right? For me, 285-pound squat, which isn't a lot, when you're comparing it to everyone else. But for me, that's a lot. So I need to work up to that. So I might do the bar for 20 reps and then 135 for 12, kind of work my way up to the top set. And I'm not really including those sets in my program. Just kind of getting warm. And then there's certain muscle groups that they're already warm, so you don't have to rewarm them up. So that has been leading to 2+ hour workouts, which are just very hard for me to do with my current life, right? Multiple jobs, that type of thing. So what my new plan is going to be, instead of full body every day, 3 days a week, I'm going to up the days to 4, but then try a new split out, which is an upper lower split. I have never done a split other than full body because I just kind of, I felt like too many people, personally, I felt like too many people are like trying out splits when they don't really have any understanding of the exercises and that type of thing. So I wanted to just, especially on a maintenance or on a weight loss cut, I wanted to make sure everything's getting stimulated throughout, all my muscles are getting stimulated throughout the week. So I felt like I didn't want to get too caught up in trying to like optimize the my split where I'm hitting legs this day and this day and this day, and I wanted to hit the body multiple times throughout the week instead of doing a complex split where I'm just timing on recovery and that type of thing. And either way, I didn't want to get too caught up. So I just said, hey, I'll do full body. I know every muscle is being hit every workout. They're evenly spaced. I have limited time to lose muscle throughout this cut. And especially with the lower calories, my recovery is slower too. So even during the workout, recovery is taking a little bit of time, especially for bigger muscle groups. So I'm going to an upper lower split. So 2 days a week upper body, 2 days a week lower body. I currently would do one back-to-back day, which would be Saturday, Sunday. But the days are Sunday, upper body, Tuesday, lower body, Friday, upper body, Saturday, lower body. For various reasons, I felt those were the days. So Sunday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday. 6-week mesocycle, where 5 of those weeks are not deload weeks, and 1 is a deload week. So the 6th week would be a light week. And then I'll go over the exercises here, which are prone to change. 2 chest exercises. I'm not talking about sets at all, just what is the exercises. So 2 chest exercises Sunday, triceps, back, another back, biceps, shoulders. So chest, try, back, bicep, shoulders. I'm hoping that leads to a shorter workout. I might have to keep the sets number. I might keep them a little lower, just so I'm done at around an hour to an hour and like 10 minutes. Tuesday, quads, glutes, hamstrings, calves. Friday, shoulders, biceps, back, triceps, chest. And then Saturday, hamstrings, glutes, quads, calves. So at my current juncture, I don't really give a crap about my upper body all that much. The whole point in wanting to get healthy was for my wife and I to try to have kids, and make sure we're living long lives with minimal health issues, on minimal preventable health issues, that type of thing. So for me, whenever I read a study about longevity, it usually has to do with bigger muscle groups, like your quads, chest, that type of thing, usually lower body, posterior chain type of stuff. So for me, my upper body isn't really a priority, and that might change when I start seeing more results. But usually I kind of hit the lower body more and then upper body less. So the RP Hypertrophy app, kind of the split that I'm mocked from them, that I kind of modified, had multiple tricep exercises, multiple bicep exercises. For me, I'm just going to try it out before I get too judgy and try to move on too quickly from it. Because I'm a student of this and I'm just trying to get healthy. So heck, if I can hit the biceps twice and just for one meso and learn that I love it, or I'm seeing results, and that's all fine and good. So my heart wants to just do more lower body and just hit upper body minimally, but I'll just try this out. I will quickly walk through the split exercises. So on day one, so 1 of 4, day 1, push up and then bench press, standard bench, flat bench. For the chest, each of those currently have 2 sets. Most of these have 2 or 3 sets, and I'm not going to elaborate on all that. So chest is push-ups and then bench press. They're just flat push-ups. At some point I'll do a deficit push-up or a weighted push-up or something like that, but I'm not outside of the rep range that really matters for that. So I'm just doing plain push-ups. They're really quick. Triceps, I'm doing a close grip bench. I know that I have a lat push down machine over here that would be normally like what people would do for tries, but I'm trying to get my bench a little higher too. I really want to, like, one of the few goals I have other than getting healthy is to get 1,000-pound combined weight of the bench, squat, deadlift. So though I rarely do 1 rep maxes, it's good for me to, like, it's one of my goals. So I feel like a close grip bench will help kind of hit some of those muscle groups better and kind of get me used to the bench being under the weight, that type of thing. So that's triceps, is a very close grip bench. I'm literally like putting my hands here or inside. It depends on how I still want knurling, but I'm very close. I can't stress how close I am. For back, I'm doing a wide grip parallel pull down and then a narrow grip parallel pull down. What the heck's a parallel pull down and why you got wide and narrow? I'm glad you asked. So I've been using a standard like easy curl shaped bar, and I haven't really felt it in my back all that much, but I've just been doing it. I have a Rep brand one, and that's fine, but I almost feel it more in my arms. So I'm trying out this bad boy. I've seen nothing about it online, except that when I Googled, I ended up with this. So it's basically just, there's 3 different grips, and it's all a parallel grip lat pull down. It's lighter than it looks, kind of. I might do a review eventually, but then just a standard connection point there for the, can't remember the name of those, carabiner. Anyway, these have very, very vague knurling on it, but I had read that some people who struggle feeling a pull down in their back did better from a parallel grip. And most parallel grips are like you have one place. I don't know how wide I need my grips, and I kind of wanted to have some options to kind of figure out if I really like really wide, or, you know, to have more options to figure out where I'm really feeling it, because I'm not feeling it anywhere on my current easy curl bar. So I don't really, I can bring that here. Here's the easy curl bar. It's very good quality, but I never feel it in my back. And I've been trying various different grips, and I've been strapping in, and I've been leaning back, I've been leaning forward, I've been bringing it to different places, and maybe it's a technique thing, but I haven't really felt it. So Mike Israel did a video about, I can't even remember, I can try to link it if I find it, but he basically said, if you're not feeling it in your back, try parallel grip. And I want to try parallel grip. So I have in this, since I have 2 back exercises, I'm doing a parallel wide and parallel narrow. So I'm not using the middle bars, so just the wide and narrow. And I think throughout the meso, I might change the grip based on kind of how I'm feeling with different grips, and I might hate all of them, and then it will go on the wall of things I don't use. For biceps, I'm just doing an incline dumbbell curl. It's just like at like a 35-ish, you know, degree incline. And then last but not least, cable lateral raise single arm from like a low pulley system. Alrighty, that's Sunday. Tuesday, so day 2. Sissy squat, just bodyweight sissy squat, and then a hack squat. I previously had single leg leg press, and I've been loving those, but I have an injury to both of my floating ribs, and it like my coughing hurts. And I've been putting on a ton of, I feel like, leg size with the single leg, and my legs are stronger than this machine. So if I don't want to spend 5 minutes loading up different horns on this machine. So I felt that the single leg is a way for me to quickly load it up and get an incredible quad workout in. And it is, and I've been loving it. It's right behind the camera, my machine. Ta-da! But I'm really feeling pokes. I'm feeling my ribs that aren't properly aligned, kind of poking things, and then I'd be sore. And it kind of, throughout the last meso, it really grew to the point where like I couldn't cough without like wincing, and like that's very hard to do wrestling and jiu-jitsu and breathe when you have that going on. So I think that's probably something I should get checked out. But instead of continuing to damage my body in that regard, I'm going to just go to a hack squat and not feel any of that. I wanted a day where I'm not utilizing the barbell as much. Glutes, I'm doing cable kickback. So I have that low pulley again. And that's just something I've been experimenting with because I've been having a hard time getting any like glute exercises that have been good and scalable. Hamstrings, I'm doing Nordic curl, and then calves, stair calves, single legs. I don't have a better calf option than that, and that one's been incredible, and I feel amazing pump with that. I step on a cork. I move that over here. I step on it. I put my hands on the bar, and then I'm going to calf pump town. So that's day 2. Day 3, barbell upright row for my shoulders. It's where you're just standing and you're going like this with the barbell. I feel that pretty hard in my shoulders, and I do like that. And as much as I wanted to keep doing the single arm lat raise, or the single arm raise, where I've been feeling really, I feel it really hard in my shoulders. I wanted to kind of mix it up a little bit to kind of get a little more variation. For biceps, I'm doing just a barbell curl. I'm low on bicep exercises. I either do flat. I have an easy curl bar, but I don't really have a great setup for it right now to like load it and deload it. So I'm just doing a barbell curl because I got my own rack. I don't have to be in anyone's way. So barbell curl, and then after that, lying dumbbell curl. So I then put the bench flat. If it's not, it should already be flat. Put the bench flat and then do lying dumbbell curls with my very sketchy dumbbell set that keeps falling apart. For my back, I'm doing a pull down parallel grip again, but now I'm using the medium. Like I said on day one, I'm just trying to change it up where I'm trying to feel where I feel it the most. And then over time, I might change it. Heck, I might even use the standard easy curl attachment in the future. Or because I have this, I might be able to do like single arm pulls and feel it in my back more. I'm falling. We're good. And then so that's back. For triceps, I'm doing tricep push down with the bar, just a standard bar, probably the easy curl bar. I do have a teeny tiny weird little bar here, which is great and all, but I do feel like having the bar that rotates really helps me feel it better in my triceps. And then a second tricep exercise, a barbell skull crusher. So I'm just going to do, I've never done this before. I'm going to try it out. I've done it with the easy curl bar a ton, but I've never tried it with the barbell. So I'm going to try it with the barbell. And last, I'm doing an incline bench press with my cambered bar. I like the cambered bar, but I mean, I just got this Rogue bar, so I've been like trying to use this more just out of like the fact that it's a really high-end bar and it's a nice, pretty bar. So I'm going to do an incline cambered bar and really make sure I get that range of motion. And last but not least, we're doing a lower body day 4. So Nordic curl, I've been loving that. I have a very cheap Nordic curl machine, like $60. Really, really crappy, but I feel it in my hamstrings. And then a stiff-legged deadlift, or Romanian deadlift, however you describe it. Again, cable kickback, because right now that's the best thing. It hits the glutes for me. Then I'm doing a barbell squat at the end of the workout, or near the end of the workout. Plain squat shoes, maybe a belt. And last but not least, calves. I'm doing stair calves, again, single leg. So overall, that is the workout plan, and it is probably going to change as it goes on, but that's kind of what I'm starting with. Never done a split other than full body, which I didn't even think it was a split. I thought it was just working out every, like I thought a split is when you like split up the workout. So I was under this understanding that full body wasn't a split, and when I learn more, I'll do the split. So I've learned that I don't like working out for 2 hours, and that the second half of the workout tends to fall behind, or I'm not getting the same amount of pumps or same exercise. If I'm squatting at the end of a 2-hour workout, I'm not putting up the same weight or the same reps as I should be. So I'm trying something new, and I'm hoping that the workouts stay under a short window. I'm really not putting on any size. I'm losing weight, so it's hard to put on size and do that all at once. So that's the plan. Upper lower 4-day.